Fly, fly, fly.
What up? If you are tuned in, that means you're on my channel, Gigi's Reality, where reality ends in TEA. I'm your girl Gigi, and we have got to talk about the Married to Medicine LA girls. This past episode was filled with a little bit of interesting things, so we're going to get talking about that. But first, before we do your girl a favor and hit that subscribe button, because it is free 99. It ain't gonna kill you. I'm a new channel, so help your girl out. Be my homie by hitting that subscribe button so you can tune in to all my more upcoming uploads. So once you finish doing that, let's get started about these Married to Medicine LA girls. So this episode kind of starts with the continuation of the ending of Noelle's party. They're talking to this oracle, Sahara. She's filling the ladies in on what she think is coming for their lives, coming up in the future for their lives. Jazz ain't having it. Once the woman even mentions her husband, she is ready to flee. She didn't want to say his name. Y'all, I'm still confused why this Jazz girl has not brought up her husband. How are you on a Married to Medicine show and we don't even know who you married to? There's the medicine part. He's the medicine and you're the married. So where is y'all's holy matrimony besides this big ass house and 4 cars y'all got sitting outside in the lot? So the fact that she still is not bringing this man up has me questioning this woman, has me questioning that whole relationship. All we know is she got a young kid and she stayed in this big ass house by herself. It's very clear. The house didn't even look lived in when she had that damn dog party there. So something is fishy with her, and the fact that she still ain't say her husband's name, like I said, got me raising my eyebrow, looking at her sideways. So she gets up and Imani decides to sit down. Imani, you know, is still having this inner battle between the relationship she wants to gain with her father, you know, that ditched out on her life when she was 11 years old. The oracle kind of basically just, you know, told her that she's strong, to stay strong, what you're dealing with, you will be able to get through. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, she seems like a bootleg, you know, crystal reader, but you know, she gets 2 out of 3 right. I guess that's the greater odds. I guess that's good at test taking. So then Imani, she does this whole little ringer thing around her head to get her cheese all right and whatever, and that works. Imani starts crying. And she kind of has this breakthrough. That's cool if it works for you. I like it. I love it. So then next, Shanique, she decides to sit down, and the woman kind of was starting in on her, but then she just turned her attention to Asha and attempted to apologize, but then it really wasn't an apology. I mean, am I wrong? Drop down in the comments and say, do y'all think Shanique was giving a genuine apology? But the way she said it was like, I wasn't trying to hurt you, and my apology if I made you feel away. And that's like the typical Bravo woman apology, like, I don't apologize if I offended you. And Asha was right, like, you said that with every intent of trying to get on her skin and hurt her. Shanique, quit trying to play. When you brought it up, you were definitely using it as a dig. What other reason do you bring up to a woman that, oh, your husband was with somebody 4 years out of the 6 years that you were married? You don't just bring that up because it wasn't out of concern, or you would have did it with her one-on-one. You brought that up in front of the ladies after she was getting on you, and you tried to use it to hurt her. So then just own that up and, you know, cop to it, and we all be done. And Asha was right by the way that she approached it. Jazz and what's the damn girl's name? Brittany decided to come back after they left from not liking, you know, the Sahara lady. They came back in, and I guess, you know, the party ends, and now we start seeing Imani come in, and she wants to talk about her relationship with her sister. I'm really glad to see that there's just some connection between her father that she's able to reach. Her sister seems like a really nice girl. The fact that they got to meet and just talk about their relationship was, you know, really nice to see. It's hard, you know, not often do we get like real life situations on Bravo, because it's usually always about the lifestyle, the glamour, and, you know, not real issues. But the fact that Imani's bringing up something super personal, you know, I appreciate we know more about her, and eventually maybe her dad will come around. But I guess, like her mom was saying, like, you expecting a relationship with this man probably ain't gonna happen. The fact that he still is not talking to her makes me think that he still might be strung out somewhere, and he can't just look her in the face, and he's probably not ever going to be able to. So we get next to, and Britain is trying to figure out this whole house situation for her husband. It ain't looking like Britain's gonna get the house no time soon. She was sitting down with, let me rewind. So Britain was actually sitting with Shanique. She went out to dinner with Shanique, and they were eating oysters or whatever, and they were talking about, the party that happened, and Shanique was like, talking about the apology, and Britain was right. Your apology wasn't, right. You didn't approach it the right way. You definitely tried to swipe the apology, because she has too much pride to admit that she was wrong. It's very clear. And so Britain was right. Like, you got to do it the right way. Say, I hurt you. Because at the end of the day, that is right. We all know Asha went home and interrogated the hell out of her husband. Like, what is this bitch talking about? Why does she got ammo on me? And why is she saying that you were engaged to this woman and talking to her while we were still, together? So for sure, her feelings were hurt, and you were talking about, oh, well, I didn't sleep, because I realized I did a wrong thing. She realized she did a wrong thing when the girls kind of looked at her crazy, and then some people, when they do stuff and realize when they went too far because everybody else didn't give them the reaction that they expected, then they want to, backpedal, and that's what Shanique is doing. But I'm glad Britain, called her out on that. Noelle, the next scene is with her daughter. I really like the relationship that Noelle has with her daughter. We saw in the previous episode that her daughter was struggling with being, basically the only colored girl. When you go to these fancy schools, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be all Caucasians. Those are the people who afford it. That's what those private schools are built for. They're never built for us colored folks, for us Negroes. It's for the rich, white, privileged. And she's in there and she's saying, like, it's hard. Nobody looks like me. And so her mom did consider, like, do I take her back to her school for comfortability? But I guess in that dance academy, the little dance room, she just basically revealed, like, she's doing better. She's getting more acclimated to the school, and that's really good to see. It'll be interesting to see, where this takes her, like, if it's going to be worth it going to this fancy-ass school. And then now we get to Britain and her husband. Britain was talking to Contessa over the laptop, basically admitting, like, it's looking like I gotta go back to Orlando. I can't find anything to suffice my husband. Britain's a working woman, and it's very, that's becoming the new theme. 2019, women want to work. We don't want to stay at home taking care of kids, cooking and cleaning, rubbing your man's feet all effing day, because that's what they did in the 70s. He obviously is pushing for her to hurry and get it done, because he obviously has gotten tired of taking care of these damn kids. He realized it is not no walk in the park, and he need to give women more credit. Men, y'all don't give women enough credit until y'all realize how much work it is when you got to do it yourself. And he is ready to, like, pop off. I can tell he's like, hurry up and find this house when we get there, basically, so you can take care of them. He is ready to ditch some kids off her, like, yesterday, like last week. But Contessa was right, like, it's gonna be hard, but you have friends to talk to. Ooh, this piece of hair is bothering me right here. If y'all see me fixing my hair in videos, like, I have OCD about it. It's super petty. But anyway, so it's good that Contessa just, like, show Britain she has, friends, and that, she'll always have friendships that she can talk to if anytime she feels stressed, and anybody that she might need to, vent to if stuff gets rough for her back in Orlando. So Britain, did plan that pool party. All the ladies started coming. She wanted to try and redo the rooftop situation. Every time they get together, it just ends up an explosion. But all the women show up. Jazz's bougie ass talking about, oh, that's sugar. Living in LA women problems. Didn't want to drink no damn Prosecco, no Rosé, because it had too much sugar. Bitch, you a toothpick. And I'm pretty sure you a toothpick by surgical procedure when you try to throw that shade at Imani later on in the episode. But they all sit down like, what the hell, Jazz? She's shading the hell out of Britain's house, talking about the chairs don't match, the Luna foil. Like, bitch, where's the black side of your family? You know good well you was raised up on some food that came in aluminum foil. Quit being bougie with you and your 4 Bentleys. So they sit down, everybody shows up finally. Imani and her get the typical, LA smile and, hi. That's what you do when you don't really like somebody. You kiss them and walk the other way. But Brittany was really good in explaining what should have been happening in the other episodes. She just basically put it like, we are friends, we're fighting over dumb stuff, and we just need to get over it. She brought up, damn, Sahara was like, this bitch sprayed rose water on me. And Jazz tried to say that she was open to the experience, but she clearly weren't. Asha definitely put her on blast with that, because as soon as you mentioned the husband, you shut down. And Imani was right. Like, at this point, he's non-existent. He's a cardboard figure, and it's showing shadows. Sahara might not have been right about nothing else, but hell, she was right about picking up on your husband. And the fact that Noelle didn't tell her nothing is speaking volumes. Like, Jazz, what are you hiding? You better bring this man out here before people start digging into your house, your everything. People gonna be trying to figure out who this Negro is. So it was glad to, just good to see the women, work it out. Brittany gives the women dog tags. She gives Shanique quintessential. She's the, working housewife. She takes care of her husband, works a job, takes care of the kids, does it all. She gives Imani the body. Y'all, Imani's body is really nice. Jazz talking about, oh, she don't look like she work out. Like, bitch, you don't work out. It's clear that your ass was done, your titties was done. Like, quit with the fakery. At least Imani got something on her. Like, that's what happens when these girls live in LA and they gotta look nice for their husband so he don't move on to somebody else. And his assistant, most likely. She gotta look pretty, and she got this attitude in her head that she gotta be skinny to do it, which is unfortunate. Imani, to me, body is way better than Jazmine's. Then she gives Noelle, she gives Asha the Nati, like the nautical. She gives Jazz runway. And for the life of me, I can't remember what she gave Noelle, but it was nice. She, just expressed how much she loved them, how much they need to stay connected. And now it's really nice to see, like, it kind of gets old watching women fight. But, they fixed everything. After the pool party, it kind of goes to Shanique's situation where her husband, in the beginning of the episode, she was telling him about how it was being hard balancing, the kids going to work and you not being there. He straight up told her, look, if you don't like it, you can quit your job. And that's usually the man's point of view all the time. It's the woman has to adjust, the men stays the same, but the woman got to adjust around the man. And that shit gets old, man. Like, nobody wants to do that. She can be allowed to work. Like, you want her to cut back, but what about you cutting back? Like, it's got to be 50-50 in a relationship. But then at the end of the episode, when she told him, like, look, I got to go out. You can watch the kids. He, like, kind of put it back on her. Well, what if I need to go out? You gonna watch the kids. Like, I feel like that was really petty. With the kids going to sleep, like, you as a husband keep putting it on her, but it's your job to make that time for your kids. You keep expecting that of her, but you won't do the same in return. So that's very, not fair, and eventually that's going to get real old. She started crying at the end of the episode because he kind of basically shut her off. Like, man, y'all got to update y'all's mentality. Women can work, take care of their kids, but they're not going to be able to do it on their own. They have to do it with assistance, and you can be that assistant. Don't get yourself in a knot feeling like you don't have to help a woman and then expecting her to change the way so you can maintain your habits. So that was it for this episode. Not too much happened, but there was, a little bit of, side drama. I guess next week is the finale, so we will have to stay tuned to see what pops off on there. Thank you guys for tuning in. Before you leave, please hit that subscribe button, like, and comment. Tell me, do you think Asha will forgive Shanique? And what do you think Jazz's husband does? Who do y'all know? Like, who is he? Somebody find out for me. Thank you for watching. This has been your girl Gigi. I'm gonna catch you on the flip side. Deuces.